Let's start here unboxing this game. This is called Dungeons of Cards. It's a game I got to review, to see what it is, to see if it's interesting to anyone out there. It's supposed to be a way for you to play an RPG without having a game master. You can play from 1 to 8 players. So you can play solo, you can also play with friends, with family, and recommended for people above 14 or around 14 or older. It's called Dungeons of Cards, and this particular box here says it's Dungeons and Ice. It's all in Portuguese, but I'm going to be translating as we go to make sure you guys understand what's going on. So it's 2 settings to play, and of course by the box we can assume one is Dungeons, the other one is Ice. This is the design of the box here. You can see like a little bit of a layout of how the game kind of plays. We have some meeples here, cards, like a little bit of a preview of what the cards look like. I know absolutely nothing about this game, to be very honest with you. I just found it interesting and I brought it here to the channel to see what we think about it. So let me just cut it open finally. I got it like maybe a month ago. It's been a while, you know, and I haven't opened it yet because I wanted to open it live, and I never got around to do it, but now I have. So here we go. This game is made by Copag, which is the company that do like some cards, decks and things like that here in Brazil. They are responsible for printing like Pokemon cards and stuff like that in here. So let me open the box. We have like a nice little portal thing here. It's fun. Rule book, very thin, which I like because we don't need to like learn a lot of things to play this game. We got 2 D6s. These are wood, I think. Yeah, these are wood. Quite nice. I like it. I like the color. Yellow is my favorite color, so this whole thing is fun. Okay, so the cards, which if I go back here, 110 cards, which is a lot of cards, but they are sectioned into the 2 settings that we can play, the Dungeons and the Ice. Okay, Dungeons and Ice here. We are going to get to those in a moment. Let me just put them here somewhere. And here we have like the meeples. Oh, we have a tiny little dragon. This is so cute. I love it. I don't know what this is, but it's here. Okay, I'm going to take everything out and then we can figure out what they are. Okay, got it. So this is the box. I like that it's organized. I love a very sectioned and organized box. I'm going to leave this on the side here and bring the contents of the box in here. First thing, first impressions, it doesn't have a lot of components, which I like, which means that we don't have like to manage a lot of things all at once. Or it seems like we don't have to manage a lot of things at once. I'm going to leave the manual here. So 2 D6s, easy, you know. Some meeples. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 meeples here, which I imagine are the 8 possible character plus 2 monsters, maybe. I have to check, but we know that it's from 1 to 8 players, so that's what's probably going on here. And we have 2 decks of cards. Let's go over these meeples here, we've seen the little dragon. Oh my god, I love it so much. I'm going to steal these things for my pocket RPG box whenever I have to go out and travel and, you know, do things like that. Okay, so we have two like heroes here, like two warriors. We have this guy with a hammer, which can also be a character. Again, I know nothing about this. We're going to go over the rule book in a moment. Okay, another like sword guys. These guys look like rogue type. These guys look like fighter warrior types. This guy looks like, I don't know what class he looks like, but it's also like a warrior. Like you have the shield, tiny little hammer. So cute. Oh, this guy has like an axe. Okay, so 6 characters. Oh, we have 6 characters. Oh, 7 characters. This other guy also has like a axe or something. And we have the dragon. And we have these 2 things here that I cannot see exactly what they are. Okay. I had a problem here in the live. Okay, I have no idea what. Oh, these can be. Oh, these are wizards. This is a staff. Okay, now I see it. Nice. Okay, so 10 meeples here. And before we go into the rulebook, let's go into the decks. I am a tactile person. So I usually learn more by messing around with things. This is an interesting design for a box. It seems like it's... Oh, it's sealed here, you can see. I wish it wasn't. Doesn't look very pretty, but it's okay. Okay, so one of the decks. Let's open the other one. Okay, 2 decks in here. Let's open. This is ice. This is dungeons. How do I open this thing? I am one of those kids that doesn't like ripping paper, like package paper and gift paper. I always try to open it the best neatly. But maybe we have to rip this one out. No, we don't. Yay. Okay, so this is what the cards look like. Nice. Again, I have no idea. These are probably the characters, but I have no idea how to play it. We're going to check the rulebook very soon. We have a bunch of cards with numbers, probably trackers. Ooh, I like her. She's pretty. You always need a skeleton. Love that. Minotaur. Is that a Minotaur? I'm going to say it's a Minotaur. And you can never go wrong with dragons. Oh, we have like items or like... Yeah, we have items and weapons and treasure. And these are the dungeon tiles that we can like turn into like the scenario to be explored. Okay, bunch of those in different types. We have like interest areas in the dungeon here. And this is like a little bit of instructions, I think, like to help. All in Portuguese. Oh, we have also Spanish here. So we have Portuguese, Spanish. We do have English as well. Nice. So probably they sell it in English as well, like in English countries. I'm going to try to find links and put in the YouTube video. This live is going to YouTube after I record it. So I'm going to try to find links for it and put there so you guys can check it out if you get interested in it. Let's see the ice pack of cards. And I'm going to try to keep them in different sides of the screen so I don't mix them up, because I don't know if that's a good thing or not yet. I know it looks fun. I'm trying to check the comments once in a while here. It does look fun, CA. I don't know if that's how I pronounce your name, but if it's not, I'm sorry. Oh no, I ripped the paper. I hate ripping paper. I'm weird like that. Okay, I got it out. Nice. Okay, so same pattern of cards. We have like probably some heroes, or maybe they are NPCs, we don't know yet. More tracking cards of some type. Monsters. Oh, but they have like a little symbol here that might help not to mix up the cards. That's good. Items, and like this is probably a trap. I'm pretty sure this is a trap that we can incorporate into the game. Okay, treasure. And here we have again the setting that we can build, like you can see that the cards combine together to build like a map or something. Bunch of those. And again, more little information. And I'm really happy that they have English, so I don't have to translate everything, and probably you guys can find it to buy somewhere, because this company here, they sell a lot of things in Brazil, and I'm not really sure if they do international stuff. Okay, so that's what we get in the box that the game comes in. Okay, so this is the box, and it's very well organized in section, which I absolutely love. So we get 2 decks. One of the decks is the dungeon deck. The other one is the ice deck. We get the meeples, which I'm going to call miniatures, because I don't know if I pronounce it correctly. Where do you buy it? This one in particular I got with a reseller that works with this company here. Copag is a card and game printing company here in Brazil. And I will check if they have like this product on Amazon or somewhere like that. You can go ahead and look on the internet for Dungeon of Cards and see if there's anywhere close to you or any marketplace online that you can find it. But I'm going to check. I didn't know they had English translations or even Spanish translations. As you can see here in the cards, they have some translations in here. So I'm assuming you may be able to find it outside of Brazil, which I'm really excited for, because I thought that wasn't possible, but it seems to be. And if I find links and everything like that, I'm going to let you guys know here in social media and put in the description of this video when I post it on my YouTube channel. So you can go check it there later. But right now I cannot really tell you where to buy it unless you are in Brazil. So I'm going to check it for you guys and let you know. Okay, so decks, miniatures, 2d6s, and a rule book. So let's explore this rule book and see if we can figure out how to play this game. Because I haven't really looked at anything, like nothing at all. One thing I'll say, the book is all in Portuguese. I cannot see anywhere in the book like any translation. So I think the translations just go as far as the cards, which can be enough, I think, once we understand how the game works. Maybe we don't need like a full rule book like this one. But Yeah, I cannot see any English or Spanish translations in this one. It's all Portuguese. And I cannot tell you if they sell it in like other countries and if there is a translated version of it anywhere else. But it's all in Portuguese here. So what do we have in this rule book? We have like a little bit of introduction here. It says between the dungeons of the cold kingdom abandoned of Flagello, this is the name of the kingdom, only the most honored heroes are capable to achieve the last portal of magic revelation. To do that, you need to face horrors never seen before. Creatures and terrains and dark terrains, and you can face these challenges alone or with other heroes. So we can play solo, as I said before. They can be your allies or opponents. They can be allies or opponents. Oh, okay. So there is like maybe a PvP kind of thing, player versus player kind of thing. That's interesting. I like that. Find precious items in your way, fight battles, and conquer victory to mark your legacy. That's what it says in the introduction here. Okay, so components is everything that I just showed you, but it's sections like the cards in here. So we have some character cards, which are these like first ones that come on the decks. These are actually the characters in both decks. So we have the character cards. We have monsters in orange. So, oh, okay. It talks about the backing, the back of the cards. Some of them have different colors. So depending on the color, you know which card you have. So characters have a green back. The monsters have an orange back. The magic stones have an orange back as well. Okay, so monsters and stones have orange back. Yellow for treasure. These are like traps, they are orange as well. You have action and attribute cards that are blue in the back. And the dungeon cards, they are gray in the back. And you have here examples of the ice version and of the dungeon version. We also have weapons cards that have orange backs and mascot cards that have orange backs as well. Oh, wait, I don't remember seeing mascots. Let's check it out. Do I have any mascot in here? Weapons. Oh, we have one here, a griffin. That's nice. Which one is this one? Because I don't remember paying attention to that. This is a wolf. Okay, I like it. It sounds so fun. That's really good. Okay, and we have some guiding cards that are double-faced, which are the ones in the back here. They are double-faced. We have like instructions, information on both sides. And they, if we can like just take them out to look at them, I feel like they are the same for both. Yeah, they are kind of the exact same. So let's take the one from ice and see. So same thing that we basically read in here, we have in the cards here, which are the types of cards and the color of their backs. So you know what's going on. And these are the exact same. So probably for you to share, if you have a table with more than 1, 2, 3 people, people can share the rules without being like, let me see that. I want to read it because you would have only one. So we have a bunch to share. That's good. And then on the back, we have icons that I'm assuming we will see, like, yeah, we can see them here in the cards and probably in the dungeons as well. We have a resurrection item, like icon, which tells me that we have like mechanics for if your character dies, maybe there's a way to bring them back, which I like because sometimes, you know, you don't want to stop playing the game just because something tragic happened to your character and you don't want to make another one. We have portals, weapons, action points. Oh, I think this is a misprint. Yeah, this is a misprint. This was not supposed to say weapons here. It was supposed to say action points. Because in Portuguese and in Spanish, my Spanish is not great, but I know a little bit of it because I have studied it. In both of them, they say action points, and here they say weapons. So that's probably a misprint. So we have mascot or pet, life, defense, damage, attack, and the levels. Probably a difficult level or something like of the sorts. We'll see. And again, same thing for all the cards, so that if different characters want to check the rules, they can without having to share a single little card. Okay, so these are what each card is and does. We have 2d6s, 10 miniatures, 1 rule book, and 2 setting boxes, 2 scenarios to play in that we saw as the dungeons and the ice. It says that to expand even more the adventure, here in the bottom, to expand even more the adventure, you just need to combine different scenarios of Dungeons of Cards. The more cards, the bigger the map, and more players, the more players and more like excitement, emotion. Okay, so we can mix them up. I'm not going to do that because I'm too OCD for that right now, but I'm going to explore it later. Okay, so types of cards, and it's going to explain how each card works individually. So we have characters, monsters, actions and attributes, and we have weapons here. And then we go to the other page. Let's see this one first. So for the characters, let me get a character card. I'm going to get this gal here because I think she's awesome. Okay, so we have, what's number 1? Number 1 is a special skill, special ability, which is this thing here in the corner. Okay. Number 2, it's this guy here. It's the weapon icon. Number 3, we have a pet icon, which is this guy here. So she can have a wolf pet. Number 4, action points. Where's number 4? Here. Oh, here in the middle. I still don't know what action points do, but we're going to figure it out. Then we have life, which is number 5. Okay, here. So we have these icons now, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 5 is life. This shield is defense. This is damage. And this is the attack. Okay, good. And then we have 9 is the setting. Where is 9? Here. Okay, so this is the setting, which is the icon that we see in the box. So this is the dungeons icon, and this is the ice icon. So that's how we know. Nice. Okay. So this is for characters, and then we have Similar thing for the monster. So I'm just going to show here in the page. So number one is action points, which is here in the middle as well. So they kind of follow the same standard, same pattern as the character, which makes it easier to memorize. So we have action points. Number two here is the monster level. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. The rule book is a little bit too small, but see the triangle? That was the same thing that we saw in the the icons for the rules. So that's it. So this is a level 1 monster, so probably an easy monster to deal with. What else do we have here in this card? We have same things, life defense damage and attack. And the scenario we have up here with this icon, this one is an ice monster. Okay, I'm understanding how the cards work. That's good. And now we have the actions and attributes cards, which are this one here in the corner. So we have life, defense, damage, and attack, which I'm still assuming it's some type of tracker that you can like keep marking or like understanding where your character is at, but we will see. And for weapon, we have a icon of the weapon, and oh, we have a bunch of icons here. Oh yeah, weapon icon, we have two, and a better attribute in the center, which we still don't know what it is, but we'll find out. Okay, so here, next type of card is the trap card. This one shows this little cage, which I saw in the deck. So we have how many points of life you lose if you get caught up in that trap. And then a pet card, you have the pet icon and the attribute that is enhanced on that pet. And then you have a treasure, like gold piece kind of card that is going to show you between 1 and 3 how many sacks of gold you get at that particular point of the dungeon. Now, we have these special magic stone cards, and we have these 3 types, 1, 2, and 3. Type 1 is a resurrection card that brings an ally that was defeated back, or it can bring yourself back too. It's what says here. So it can come back to the game, either you or an ally. We have a restoring stone that recovers points of your hit points, life points, however we can call them. And we have a portal stone that can transport someone instantaneously through a black hole onto a yellow hole. And like we have an example here, like yellow and black hole, so we can transport from the black to the yellow. Okay. And these are the dungeon cards, like that we can combine together to make up like a map of some sort. So we have some exits, the yellow portal and the black portal. So these are the cards. And we have a summary of the game in the next page. The summary of the game says that we have to separate the deck by color. So we know that the backs have different colors. We have to separate them by color. So if we need to get a weapon or like a dungeon card to make the map or something like that, we go directly to that color. Okay, that's smart. And that, I'm assuming, is why a lot of things have orange cards. So you can either get like a trap or find a monster or like get a piece of, no, this is blue, or get like a weapon or find a pet or something. Okay, so it's kind of mixed up, so you don't know what you're getting. That's interesting. So we separate that. You choose a character and a play mode. Let's see what the play modes are. Probably somewhere here we can find that. What else does it say? It says that you can position the initial cards that have these like icons. Let's see if we can find some examples here so we can kind of have an idea what it is. What are these initial cards? Okay, yellow portals, black portal. Huh. Is it? Yeah, that was showing the portal icon here, right? That's it. That's the icon we are looking for. So probably we start on this one and then we can build off of it. Yeah, I think that's it. Like we have here in the like the image of the box. Okay. Okay. Put this back here. So we start on that point of the game mode we choose. What's the game mode? Oh, okay, it's here. So let's keep going. We're going to get there. Second, we are going to choose between walking and attacking on your turn. So our character has a turn. We can either attack or we can walk. So we have movement or an attack, not both. Got it. So we have a big or here. So that's how I know. It's either or, not both. So now we have number 3, review new cards, new dungeon cards to increase the map. So we are going to start. Let me take everything out of the way. Okay, good. So basically we start with this thing here. And as we play, we are going to probably, let's imagine that I have shuffled this deck. I did not, but let's pretend I did. And we get like another one to keep building the map and exploring. Okay. What else? Next, as we explore a new dungeon, we have to pull a card and find items, monsters, or traps, which was what I said about the backs of the cards. Like we have different colors, and the orange is for items, for pets, for monsters. It's all in the same color, so you, after you shuffle, you can get either thing, and we don't know which is what makes the game interesting. Okay, moving on. You can equip yourself with weapons and mascot to improve your attributes. Oh, so that's why, let me go back to the mascot here. Where is my mascot? Here. That's why this guy has an attribute here, which means that if I attach him as a pet to this character, I can use this improvement on my like stat here, my attack stat, because this guy has an attack attribute. Okay, so it enhances by 1 on that specific case. And what else? We can find a portal stone. Go to the black portal and defeat the boss. Okay, so if we find a portal stone, we go to the portal, the black portal, and defeat the boss. We win by defeating the boss, or if we are the last player to survive in the arena. Okay, so that's I'm thinking is about the possibility of a player versus player, which I'm really excited about. But let's move on. Okay, so go. There are 3 modes to play Dungeons of Cards: Arena, Campaign, Cooperation, and Solo. I'm probably going to be playing solo for the videos, but I'm excited to play in the arena, which seems to be the PvP thing. So I'm going to gather some friends or maybe my brothers and play arena. We have a campaign and we have the cooperative modes. Your goal is going to be a little bit different depending on which mode we choose. So there are 4 modes, and depending on that, we know what we have to do. In the arena mode, you have to be the last one surviving or the first one to defeat the boss. Okay, so in the arena mode, there's going to be like a PvP kind of thing. So you can defeat your fellow players, or you can rush and be the first one to defeat the big boss, and that's going to make you the winner. Then we have campaign, cooperation, or solo game. So these 3 modes are kind of grouped together. In this one, you have to get to the black portal and defeat the boss. It's a level 3 monster. Okay, so we have to defeat a level 3 monster, like the whole party, or solo, or in cooperative mode. We have to go back to the black portal, this guy here, and defeat the level 3 monster. Okay, preparation, it's going to just say that we have to like separate the different types of cards by their color of the back. Probably shuffle them. I'm not reading, I'm just assuming by the picture. But let's see. Follow these steps. Okay, step 1, separate the cards, the different decks by color. Does it say to shuffle? It doesn't say to shuffle, but I think it's assumed, right? We wouldn't always play with the same order. So shuffle the cards and have them all separated into color. Take the boss. Oh, it doesn't say to shuffle because we have more things to do. Okay, now I get it. Okay, so we have to take out the level 3 boss. In this case, it shows the example of the little dragon and this portal stone. That is what we use to get to the boss. So we separate those for using at a opportunistic moment, I'm guessing. Choose a mode of playing. Take out the initial dungeon cards from the gray deck, which is the one that has these types of cards, has a gray back. And the initial cards. Okay, to play in the arena mode, the initial dungeon cards are going to be the 4 corners with the yellow portals. Okay, let me get the dungeon cards. Let me take all these things out. Okay, so They are here in the back, I remember it. Okay, so this for the arena mode, we have like to define the corners with these yellow portals. Let me leave those here in the screen for a moment. Okay, good. What else? What else? To play in campaign, the initial dungeon card is going to be the black portal, this one that we had here before. Shuffle each deck. Okay, here it is, the shuffle thing that I was too rushed into last time. Section the orange deck in two equal piles, and shuffle the portal stone in one of them. So for both modes, for any modes, we are going to take the stone portal, which is this guy here, if I'm not, no, this guy here, this blue one is the stone portal, and we're going to shuffle it into the orange, yes, the orange deck that is going to be divided in two piles. In one of those piles, we're going to put that card and shuffle it. Okay, and then we put those two piles. So where are the orange cards? Let me take the orange cards out. So let's simulate what would happen in here. Where is my portal? I think it's already in here, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so here. So let's say I divided them in equal parts. I'm going to take the black portal, put in one of the piles, shuffle again, and put them back together with the pile that has the black portal being on the bottom, isn't it? Yes, the one that has the possibility of getting the portal is down. Okay. Okay, nice. What else? Each player chooses one character from the green deck, one action card that is a corresponding card from the blue deck. Okay, let's see. The green deck are the characters, so we have these guys here. Let me get her again, because I absolutely love this character. And I get one action card from the blue deck. And I'm guessing it's the one with the same color as my character, because it says the corresponding card. So this is it. This is what I should get with this character. So this is, as a player, what I would take. And one miniature. So I can choose one of the guys with like a sword or the daggers. I want a sword, but these guys look like they are using armors. It's okay, I'm going to get this yellow guy. So this is what each player would have with them. Oops, stay there. Next, put each character card over the action card in a way that it aligns with the number. So let me bring these things here. So that would be something like this, you know, right? Icons perfectly aligned here. Okay. Kind of like this. Nice. Position in a way that it gets aligned with, oh, okay, no, that's not how it's done. We want to put it in a way that it's aligned with the highest number of hit points, stay visible. Do I have any indications of what is the highest number of hit points? Oh yeah, it's just the bottom one. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Oh, so I think that's like our tracker. As we lose hit points, we can go up. So now I have 8 hit points. Now I have 7. Now I have 6. Now I have 5, and so on until I'm dead. Okay, that's interesting. Again, I had not prepared for this live. I'm just learning as I go. Okay, so that's it. And here we have to position the miniature of the character according with the mode of play that we chose. So in the arena mode, we have the corners, like so. Position the miniature in one of them. On the arena mode, put the 4 corners, the initial corners, like in the image. Okay, here it is. And position your miniature, your character miniature, in one of them, your choice. So the character chooses which corner their character is going to stay in. Got it. On the campaign mode, wait, let me see something here. Campaign. Oh, there are only 3 modes. I was tripping before. It's arena, a cooperative campaign, and a solo campaign. Okay, I was assuming there was like a comma in here separating campaign from cooperative. It's not. Okay, so it can be like basically group or solo. That's it. Okay, in one of the campaign modes, we put the black portal in the middle, and the miniatures stay here, like they are like right at the portal. Oh gosh, there's a lot more rules, but let's power on. I don't know. It's really hot in here. I'm trying to see if turning on the fan is going to make too much noise. Yeah, it's going to make a lot of noise. No. Let's try to power through this. Okay, so if you're playing solo with random help, read more. So we have like a little bit more for solo play. You can shuffle the character cards that are remaining on the orange deck. So you're going to be playing with 1 character, and you're going to have like 3 more, I think. Yeah, 3 more characters here to use as some type of help. Take one of the dice. So we have 2. So we would take one of those. Each player throws the die once. The starting player is the one that takes the highest number. If there's a tie on the highest number, these players that have tied, they throw the dice again until one of them gets the higher number. Okay. Okay, so the modes of play, the 3 modes are here. Arena can be 1 versus 1. So if you're playing like 2 people, 1 versus 1. If you're playing 4, 2 versus 2, or everybody against everybody. PvP total PvP. Okay, so besides facing monsters, the players can face one another individually or in teams. Players in your team are your allies, and the other ones are your opponents, obviously. The winner is the last player surviving or the first one to defeat the boss. The cooperative form. You work together to find a portal stone and face the boss. In the final combat, it's going to show a monster of level 1 or 2 per player. Okay. Okay. I don't get it. Oh, okay. So besides the boss, we're going to have other monsters. And depending on the amount of players we have in the table, we are going to have that same amount of monster, and they can be level 1 or 2. Solo campaign, you're going to explore the dungeon alone in a dangerous adventure. You can face allies during this journey, choosing one of the two ways that he describes here. So we have a random help. We can shuffle the character cards that are not being used, meaning the ones that are not your character, on the orange deck. And every time you encounter one of them, they become your ally. So this is one of the ways we can face. We can get these like character cards, the extra character cards that are not my character, and we can shuffle them inside the orange deck, the one that has like all the monsters and items and treasures and all of the things. And when I find one of those characters, they become my ally and they help me in the adventure. So then on a solo mode, you have to manage those guys as well. Got it. And you can have a programmed help. Each 5 dungeon cards that are revealed, meaning like the map, you can choose one new character to play as your ally. So that way you have more of a plan on when a new character comes in, an NPC in this case, since you're playing solo. And then we have the play, like the turn, each turn, how it works. Starting with the first player, you play one after the other, alternating turns basically. On your turn, you can do the following. You can equip items, which are considered weapons or a pet. You can do an action, which can be walking, which is basically exploring, or you can do an attack in facing like a monster or an opponent, and you decide what it is. If you are in combat, you have to attack. You cannot choose like to move. If during combat, if you are in combat and you are in the same dungeon card as a monster or a opponent. Okay, so if you are in the same card as that monster or that opponent during like a combat happening, you have to attack. You cannot choose to explore. But if you are in another card, I'm assuming you can choose to explore walking instead of attacking. Okay. So you can keep like some distance so you don't have to attack every time. Equipping items. To use the benefits of your items, be either weapons or mascots, they need to be equipped. At the starting of your turn, position a card to the left if it's a weapon, or to the right if it's a pet of your character. So I have my character here. Let's say this is where I'm at, and we are going to have a weapon on this side, so I can like align the icons. Now I understand why they put the icons where they put it, so you can like do this kind of thing. And you can add your mascot on the other side, like so. Yeah, okay, I got it. So this is what it counts as equipping your character. Yeah, it just says what I just said. Pay attention to the icons that are the same on the character card and the item or pet card. More, what does it say? Each item has 10 uses. Okay. As a reminder, position a action card below the item and slide the action. Oh, okay, because we have action cards not only for characters, but we also have orange action cards, which we are going to use for items and for pet stuff. These are monsters probably. Oh yeah, here. We have these guys here. 10 uses. So we can do the same as we are doing here, like sliding to get to the correct number. Got it. Got it. Now I understand it. When you get to 0, you return the item to the bottom of the orange deck. So basically that item goes back into the possibility of being picked up again as we go through the cards in the orange deck. That's fun. I like it. And a little picture to show what I just said. Important, magic stones don't need to be equipped. You can use the effect of a stone portal, resurrection, or restoration at any moment of your turn. After using it, return the card to the bottom of the orange deck. So again, the stone can also be used again if we run through all the cards and go back, to those other ones. This game, Dungeons of Cards. This is the game we're playing. I mean, not playing, learning how to play here. Someone asked in the comments. Okay, so what else? Okay, walking, or we can call it exploring. Using your action to walk, you can move your character from where they are to another dungeon card. You can do it in 2 ways. First one is exploration. If there is an exit available on the card you are already in, so let's say, let me get back this guy here. So these are exits because they are open to be like complemented by other cards. So if there is an exit, what happens? Where was I? Here. If there is an exit available in the dungeon card where your character is, reveal a new dungeon card and position to the side connecting the exits. Let me see something in the box for a moment. Okay, yeah, so we basically just take new cards and like keep adding them here or here and connecting the exits so that our character can move in this map thing. Great. So this is one. So, okay, attention again. Here, what does it say? It says dungeon cards always have to be positioned vertically. Oh, okay, so I cannot do, like, I have to do this. I cannot do this. This is not allowed. So I have to keep like the alignment of the cards. Also good. My OCD is happy about it. Okay, they have to be positioned vertically. Um, in and that may happen, that may cause that your that a new card cannot be connected. So depending on how we are already like the situation of our map, sometimes it may not be possible to connect another card because of that rule that we have to connect them vertically. If that happens, you cause a paradox and you lose a point, a hit point. Oh, and then you return the card to the end of the corresponding decks. So we like, let's say we got this guy and we want to complete the map, but we cannot. So these cards go back into the pile of dungeon cards and we lose a hit point. Oh, that's something to keep in mind when choosing what exit to go to. Here we have like some drawings showing how things are. After you position a new dungeon card, move your character so that it can pull a card from the top of the orange deck, and each card has a effect. And now it's going to talk about monster traps and all that stuff. So for monsters, get an action card corresponding to the monster. So let me get, so these guys here, you know, these orange guys, they are all monsters. So let's say my little warrior here faces this gorgeous witch, which by the way, I wanted to play as her as well, but that's another story. So we have this guy, this girl, and she can get a like card here. I just have to see that she is, see the triangle, she's level 1. So I have to get a level 1 card, which is this one, this side. We have like double-sided cards. So this is a level 1 and this is a level 2. So we can, you know, switch it around for different monsters. And we do the same thing as we did here for the character, like the sliding stuff. Okay, so this is for monster. Get a miniature of the monster, or like any miniature for the monster I can get here, like these like mage miniatures, and I can put as a representation of her in the map here. Nice. For traps, you lose that amount of hit points. If I get a trap card here to show you, where's my trap card? Here, this is one. This one makes you lose 1 hit point. So we mark that whatever character is facing it loses a hit point, and we can like slide it up. Good. So it's just saying that slide the card so that it shows the new amount of hit points. And then I can okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, so weapon or pet. You can save that card, so you don't have to like put in the table right away. You can save that card to play on your turn in the future if you want to. And a magic stone, which is this line here, you can also save it to play later, or you can use it immediately without having to wait for a new turn. Great. Now, number 2 here is moving. If there already is a like another dungeon card here, let's say this card is already here and my character here wants to move to the one that already exists using these open like ways here, you can move to one of them. Just straight go to that card that is already there. Your action points will define how many cards you can advance in the same move. Okay. Okay, how is that so? How do I action? Let's go back. Where is here? I want that little card. So we have life, defense, damage, attack. Oh, we have action points with this running icon. Where is my running icon thingy? Let's go back to the manual because I already forgot. The start of things here. Okay, so action points is number 4 here in the manual. Where is number 4 is here? Oh, it's this guy. Okay, so 2. So let's say this is my character. She can move 1 card, 2 cards. That's what I'm assuming. Let me check again. Yeah, that's basically it. See, 2 in movement and moves 1, moves 2. Okay, that's it. I got it. After finishing your movement, throw 2 dice. Depending on the result, a monster may appear or not. So I can roll my 2 dice here. Let's imagine I got a 6 total. 4 or less, nothing happens. In 5, you see a monster of level 1 in the card you are in right now. If a 6 shows up, oh, it's not 2 dice, it's just 1. So let's imagine it was a 5. So I got 1 monster. So it's just 1 dice. I read it wrong. And 6, a level 2 monster shows up in the card I'm in. Okay, got it. If you, no, wait. You have to get the first of the monsters already reviewed and faced of corresponding level. In case there are none, review the cards in your orange deck until you find one. Okay, so because we have a specific level we have to go and face, if we had already faced a monster on that level, we would get that monster. So let's say level 1, which was the 5 that I rolled. I have faced this skeleton before. Let's imagine I get the same skeleton and I face it again. If no monster of that specific level has been faced yet, I can go through my orange cards and find the one monster or like the first one that shows up on that level for me to actually fight against at the moment. In the campaign modes, you can spend 1 gold sack because you have treasure. So if you have treasure, you can spend 1 gold sack or 1 hit point to transport yourself immediately to a yellow portal. From a yellow portal to a black portal. So I can spend either a sack of gold or 1 of my hit points to transport myself from a yellow portal to a black portal. The opposite which means from the black portal to the yellow portal, can also be done in the arena mode, not in the campaign mode, in the arena mode. This movement does not count as an action. So on top of that, you can also do your action. You can also either attack or walk if you do one of those things. When you are in one of the yellow portals, you can spend 5 sacks of gold to resuscitate an ally. To resuscitate an ally in any mode of the game. In the campaign mode, you can also spend 2 sacks of gold to recover all your hit points. That if you are in the yellow portal. Okay, so that's the mechanic for recovering points and people. Attacks. You cannot run away from a battle. If you are in combat, at the beginning of your turn, you have to attack one or more times depending on how many action points you have. For each attack, follow these steps here. We have attack points here. Like, oh, this is interesting. Okay, so here in the character sliding mechanic card. So let's say I am right at the beginning of the game, or I did not lose any hit points. I am at maximum. I have one attacking, one attack, because it says depending on how many. Oh, but it's action points. So I have 2 action points. These are attacks. So I can make one attack. I'm a bit confused about it. Let me go back here. Because, okay, so I have my attack, which is this weapon icon in here. And I have my action points, which is this number here. So I have 2 action points. And in here, I have 11 attacks left. Oh, okay, so. No, but. Okay, that's weird. Okay, I think we are still going to find out this mechanic here. What it's saying is my action points is the number of either movements or attacks I can make. Okay, I got it. I was confused for a moment, but I got it. Okay, so this is the amount of attacks I can do. So this character can do 2 attacks in their turn. So we follow these steps. Step 1, if the opponent is a monster and it has no action cards, we put the action card, which was the thing that it said to do in the beginning. So, okay. Okay, so we position the monster attack card, action card, as described in the rules. And the second thing we have to do is we throw the 2 dice. Let's throw it. I got an 8 total. So we throw 2 dice. And we add the points on the dice here to.
I recently came across the idea of Lego lunches, which is pure genius. The name Duplo Dinners works too, and is basically.
Wait. Didn't my live just. Yeah, my live stream just closed. Okay. I'm going to still record this for YouTube, but my live stream has just stopped for some reason or another. That's okay. Okay, so I throw 2 dice and I add this value to my attack points. So let's say I'm here. I have 11 attack points, plus 8 gives me a 19 total for this character here. Let me go back there. I lost my page. Okay. If the result of this addition is greater than the defense of your opponent, you get a hit and you cause damage that is equal to the damage attribute of your character. Okay, so my character has a 1 here in this simulation that I'm doing. It's 1 hit point. And let's imagine that I did manage to get an attack in. I succeeded. So they lose 1 hit point, and I would slide the card. Let me get the card again. Where's the card? Here. There it is. Okay. So I get 1 hit point, and it becomes now a... Can you see it now? So from 4, it came out down to 3. Okay, got it. Reduce the hit points of your opponent, sliding the card, which is what I did here. And this is just showing an example in images and like a roll of the dice kind of thing. Okay, when you throw the dice, oh, it's just explain the drawing, which is what I did here, so I'm not going to read that one. Great. Now, next step is, if your opponent survive, they can do a counterattack that works the same way that your attack did. So the opponent roll the dice and gets a 9 in this case. And she's 11 plus 9 is a 20. And 20 is more than the defense of my character here. So I get 1 hit point and I can slide it up and I come down to 7 hit points. Okay, I think I got it. Let's continue with the rolls. If all hit points of a character, including yours, or the monster are reduced to 0, they are defeated, and that card stays like to the side. You put it to the side, and as we saw before, a resurrection can happen if one of the other characters manages to do that procedure. The first time you defeat a monster of level 1 and 2, throw a die, and if you get a 5 or a 6, you get as a reward a treasure card from the top of the yellow deck. Which one is the yellow deck? Oh, it's just the treasure deck. All the treasure amounts are in here. Okay, that's how you get gold. Good, got it. Nice. Let me go back here. Okay, so you get a treasure card. When you defeat a opponent player, you can get as a reward all their items they were carrying. And if you defeat the boss, you win the game. If you are defeated, you lose all your items. They are given as a reward to whoever defeated you, or they can be put back into the orange deck if you were defeated by a monster. In case you are defeated by a monster that is showing the first time in the game, Shuffle the monster card back. Shuffle the monster back into the orange deck. Any other case, just take this card aside as if it was defeated. Okay, got it. It is possible to use a resurrection stone or a yellow portal to restore all the hit points of a defeated character, be it you or an ally. The character comes back to the initial point of the game, so the starting point. Defeated characters, they are also outside of the game and don't take turns. Okay, if you are defeated, you're like just stay at the side trying to figure out if someone is going to bring you back, basically. They don't take turns. No, 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 no. You win if you defeat all your opponents in the arena, and you lose instantly if you are defeated in a solo campaign. So, solo campaign, you cannot be resurrected because there's nobody else with you there. Although it did say that we have a helping mechanic for NPCs to come in, so maybe that could help. Or we could play, I'm thinking here, I don't know what other rules we have to go through, but I'm thinking here that I would assume the place of one of the NPCs if they are in game already. But let's let's leave that for a possible gameplay. So, how the game goes. At the end of your turn, you pass the turn to your left and follow the game in clockwise. Yeah, clockwise. The turns follow this way until one player finds the portal stone that is in the orange deck. The portal stone allows you to be transported directly to the black portal. It's one thing I'm noticing in this rulebook. It repeats a lot, very often, of some of the rules. Well, it's okay. I guess it's just to be clear for whoever gets confused, because I did get confused a few times here, you saw. When a player comes back to the black portal using a portal stone, the boss shows up. Get the miniature of the boss, position on that card, and after that, get the boss card and the action card corresponding to that boss to mark its attributes. The action card has to be partially covered, showing only the highest value in life points, exactly like any other monster. The boss also can be. The boss is also faced as if it was any other monster. The only difference it's a level 3 monster, so it's probably harder, right? The game follows until one of the end game conditions is met. So again, picture showing exactly what we just read in here. And end of the game. The game ends immediately. If the boss is defeated at the black portal, it ends in victory for every player on the campaign mode. And the arena mode, only the player or the team that defeated the boss gets a victory, like we read before, same thing. Or if all the players are eliminated, the game ends with a defeat of the party, basically. Or C, if you're playing in the arena, and there's only one survivor at the end. also we already saw that before. Again, it repeats a lot, but I think maybe that's good for people that might have a little bit of trouble, or are new to a TTRPG or a board game of like this. Maybe the repetition is really good for them. So we have additional mechanics here. After you've played some games, you can try to use some of the mechanics that follow to make your game more interesting. So we have some events here. Each 5 dungeon cards there are revealed. The active player launch, like throw a die to define an event that is unexpected and different. All the results possible are listed in the table that we have in this other page here. We're going to get there in a moment. What else? There are 4 levels of events. In the level 1, level 1 is when we review the 5th dungeon card. Level 2 when we review the 10th. Level 3 when we review the 50th. The 15th. I don't know. The number 15. That's what I'm saying. And level 4 when we review the card number 20. This number includes the initial dungeon cards reviewed in preparation, which means in a arena mode dungeon that we start with 4 cards, the 4 yellow portal cards. When we review like just one more, we already have our first event. But again, these are additional mechanics that we can add as we are more comfortable with the rules of the game and have played in a while. But I think this is interesting actually. If you suffer an effect or receive a benefit of the event, okay, the person who suffers the effect or receives a benefit, the benefits of the event is the player that had its turn active at the moment that that card came into play. Unless the effect description says that it's applied to all the players. Okay, so what are the effects that we have here? So we roll a die, so we have 1 to 6 here in the table. Let's just roll 1 and see 1 as an example, so we don't have to go through the whole table. It was A5. So let's go to the next page. A5 says that, let's say it was level 1, so we have the levels in the columns here. It was a level 1. It says a favorable event happens. You can recover 2 hit points. Okay, so there are some good things and there are some maybe not so good things. Let me take another one just so we can check it. I got another 5, and let's say now we have at level 3. So this is it here. A friendly apparition or something appears that is friendly and concedes a blessing. You recover 4 hit points or your special abilities. Okay, let's try one that is not good. Okay, number 4, and let's say it's level 2. A hiding spot is revealed. Each player loses 3 hit points. Okay. So there are like some losing and some gaining stuff in here. And this one, as you can see, it says each player, so it applies to everyone. This one says recover 2 hit points, so it's just the person who is doing like that action. It's active at the moment of this happening here. And there are some special abilities, again, related here to some special mechanic. You can use these special abilities. What are they? Each character has a special ability. that represents their elemental power. Oh yeah, I noticed this. Each character here has like a different color and a different like element icon. And I was wondering when we would see what is that about. So there it is here. On your turn, in case you choose to use a ability, it substitutes an action, an attack action. Okay, so instead of attacking, you can use a special ability. Got it. And it has effects and requisites that are different from a normal attack. A special ability is a ranged attack, and it means that you don't have to be in combat. You can be like distant from the monster or the opponent you want to attack. So yeah, you don't have to be in the same card, basically, is what it says here. At the beginning of your turn, to use that ability, you don't have to be like in the same card. So you don't have to be in combat with that opponent. You can be up to 3 cards of distance from a monster or an opponent, as long as the distance between you two is a straight line and there's no wall or portal in the middle of the way. So there's nothing like blocking your possible special attack, special ability attacking that opponent. You don't need to throw the dice to use that ability, but that this special ability has a cost. Your character has to lose hit points according to the value of the cost that is attributed to the, you can check in the image here, so it's this little thing here, as we can see in the ability. That's 2 hit points. So this one would lose 2 hit points, this guy here would lose 1 hit point, and so on for any other character. The effects of the abilities are represented in the card of the character, and they can be, oh yeah, okay, so besides the indication of the type of element and the hit points that you have to sacrifice to cast that ability, you have the effect here with this little symbol, and we have those symbols being explained in here. Good. I'm not going through them because we are like in a very long video right now, but so let's see one of them. Let's see this one. The monster or opponent suffers the effect of your ability loses X hit points. It causes X's. Oh. Okay, so if you use that ability when that monster or that the opponent tries to attack you, that attack causes X less hit points, and the X is the number that is in the little symbol there. So let's say I use this ability in one of my characters, and that monster then tries to attack me, and it's like a 2 of these lightning bolts. So that attack of that monster causes 2 less damage to me. So if it was 3 damage, I only get 1. Got it. So each one has like their own effect. After using that ability, you can reactivate in a yellow portal paying 6 sacks of gold. So that is a costly ability because you lose hit points. It's a good ability, actually, if you check all the other possibilities here. It's a good ability, but you lose a certain amount of hit points to do that. And if you want to do that again, you have to go to a portal, to a yellow portal, and sacrifice some of your gold, a lot of your gold, actually 6 sacks. It's a lot of gold, and you have to first accumulate that to be able to do that. Otherwise, you can use that ability once and that's it until you find gold to do it. Okay, and here it says how to play with the two scenarios. Let's read it really quickly since we are already here and the book is basically finished. For a even bigger adventure, it's possible to use both scenarios of this box together to play a game with up to 8 players in the arena mode. Okay, good. To play uniting the dungeons and the ice, see how the starting of the map is going to be. So we have all the 4 corners of the dungeons, all the 4 corners of the ice, and the starting portal here. Good. Remember, you can only transport from a black portal to a yellow portal, or from a yellow portal to a black portal in all modes of the game. Okay. So we cannot do like middle ground. It's from one portal to the other. The rules and preparation for the campaign modes do not suffer any alterations on the game, even if you use the two scenarios. These are just like things to keep in mind for the arena gameplay. And that's it. So just to give some credits, the creator of this game is called Eduardo Santini. The graphic project is from Fabrizio Baldrati and Lurch Design. And the rules manual on the text and a review of the text was by Jessica Gilbert. She has the same name as me. And Barbara Cortez. And the layout of this book is by Lurch Design as well. And this game is produced by Copag, the Copag company. Some acknowledgements in here. So yeah, that's how you play this game. I am going to play this game. I am going to record a video playing this game as well in another moment, because we are more than 1.5 hours of unboxing here. But that was it. What did you guys think? I am going to make sure I find all the links that I possibly can to put here in the description. I'm going to denote with a little flag if it's like a link or a store that only ships to Brazil, or if it's possible to ship anywhere else, so that if you are Brazilian, you know where is best to get it. If you're not a Brazilian, you know if it is even possible to get it. So the description, or maybe a pinned comment in the comment section, maybe that's a better option. So check both. One of those two is going to happen. I'm going to have all the links and all the information down there on this video, and you can check it out. Okay, so let me know what you think about this. What's your general perception about this game? Do you think it's going to be fun playing in it? And if you have any feedback or any suggestions, just leave it down in the comments below. And please remember to like this video, because that helps me a lot. If you stayed up to this point in the video, because it's being long, comment an emoji, any emoji in the comment section, and I will see that you are one of the real ones. I see you guys in the next video, and bye.